This season is absolutely packed with weird little quirks, like a glitch where you can swap heirlooms between characters, a glitch that may have stopped you from getting a certain badge, and a glitch that you won't be able to unsee until Respawn fix it. But first of all, there's a very controversial change with Wattson I think Respawn are going to end up reverting because it's making people pretty unhappy. As some of you Wattson fans out there may have noticed, when you go to revive people as Wattson right now, she does the default revive animation instead of a special animation which people absolutely loved. And for a few days we thought this was a glitch and Respawn were eventually going to fix it, until yesterday. They revealed that she only activates her special revive animation when she has this revive perk, which is such a weird decision because it takes so much personality away from Wattson and removes a really cool revive animation, locking it behind a perk you may never use. Of course, when Respawn said this, people weren't happy and they immediately got ratios, so hopefully soon Respawn bring this back if people get mad enough, but it's just a shame to see something like that go. There are also some other glitches around Wattson. She is very messed up this season, because for some reason now her fences go through double doors due to Respawn trying to fix a movement technique. Basically, there's a movement technique called snuggle bouncing where you would open a double door while touching it and it would transfer its momentum onto you, making you fly. Unfortunately, Respawn did patch this, and as a side effect, Wattson fences now go through doors. But it's kind of sad to see Respawn remove movement techniques because they're usually pretty open to them, but I guess this movement was a bit too far. Also, there's a strange glitch you may have seen blowing up about Wattson, where a few textures mess up when rendering her skin and result in this, which obviously whenever this happens to someone, it immediately gets posted to social media. But what about the glitch you'll be begging Respawn not to remove? There's a really good glitch right now that allows you to swap abilities between legends, voice lines between legends, and even heirlooms between legends. But before we get onto that, did you know if you put a scoop of this in your water, you get a nice steady kick of energy for that rank grind? Yes, I'm sponsored by GamerSupps, the best gamer energy drink out there. Basically, it's as simple as this. Put it in your water. One serving is cheaper than a can of Monster and does the same thing, and it's better because it's sugar-free, crash-free, and uses all natural caffeine. And if you use my codes GRRT, you get a discount and it helps the channel. And seriously, I genuinely drink this stuff on the daily because it saves me a lot of money on Monster, which I used to buy a lot. So go buy it, especially if you need some energy for those rank grinds or even just exercise. Link in the pinned comment and description. Back to the glitch though, basically all you need is 2 people and a firing range. And if you don't have people to do it with, I have a solution kind of at the end. But to start this glitch, activate friendly fire and switch to a legend whose abilities you want to transfer to another legend's models. So say I want to transfer Gibby's abilities to Conduit's model, I will select Gibby. The second step is to have your friend get you down to 1 shot, and when you're on 1 shot, open the legend select screen and hover over the legend you want to transfer the abilities to. And the final step is to sync getting downed to switching to a new legend. So basically, when your friend shoots you with their final bullet and it downs you, that very second the bullet impacts you, you switch legend. The timing can be hard to get, so give it a few tries, but if you've done it successfully, your legend should go down, and then you just need to get revived. And if it's successful, there you go, I've got Gibby's heirloom on Conduit, which looks pretty cool. Also, that means you get Gibby's abilities on Conduit, and it goes other ways with other legends. Here, I have Gibby's view model on Revenant Reborn, which means I get the Scythe as a human, which is really cool, but sometimes really creepy, and also Revenant's abilities as a human, which is also really fun. Also, this means you can transfer the voice between legends. So here, I'm playing as Conduit with Gibby's voice, which is definitely interesting because they're kind of like polar opposites.
Signaling an airstrike. Don't shield out.
And just checking out your heirloom specs on other legends models is honestly priceless. There is another version of this glitch where you can actually access hidden voice lines, so you can create Conduit Mirage decoys, and whenever these decoys get broken, Conduit actually does a Mirage voice line, which is very interesting, but this one's kind of harder to do.
Bamboozled! I always wondered what that would feel like.
Perks also work when you switch legends, but they don't work very well and they're kind of glitchy. Basically, the perks that the game offers you aren't the true perks you're going to be getting, so you can't make any weird combinations where you have Wattson's perks as Gibraltar. As you can see here, I pick a Conduit perk while using Gibraltar, and it actually selects one of his perks, which is pretty fun. If you want to try this and you don't immediately have a friend to do it, put your name in the comments and see if anybody adds you, and then you can try it together. That's my solution to do it simply, but if you want to do it the hard way with no friends, try to get knocked by a dummy. away and switch on the second you get knocked, but that is way harder. It'll take you like 20 minutes to do it this way. Not all glitches are fun and games though, because there's two glitches that are kind of annoying to fight against, and of course one of them is to do with perks, because Respawn couldn't implement perks perfectly. Of course there was going to be glitches, and the perk glitch is for Vantage of all characters. Basically, Vantage has a purple perk that allows her to refresh her tactical when she hits somebody with her ultimate. The issue is, the game doesn't care if you hit somebody with your ultimate. If you hit them with one single bullet from an R301 or whatever gun, it will still refresh your tactical. So you can end up doing things like this, which is definitely really fun to do, but it's definitely going to be very OP. I'm only saying this because Respawn are really fast at patching the game right now, so the more awareness this glitch gets, the more chance it's got of getting patched. Also, Ballistic has a similar glitch, but it's not to do with perks, where he can reload his gun without taking up any of his ammo, and it's pretty easy to do. Basically, just empty your mag or get your mag down by any amount of bullets, move your gun to the white slot, and then it's reloaded. Shoot again, move it back to your normal slot, and then it's reloaded again, and you can do this for however long you want. This whole time, I had not one single bullet of reserve light ammo, so this is definitely going to be a really annoying one to fight against. Luckily, you can't do this with red weapons. There's one glitch that's really useful and could potentially help you get free items though, because there's one challenge that says either your shield this amount of times. It'll be like a random amount of times. It can be 2, it could be 10. It doesn't really matter because you can complete this challenge in the firing range. So if you don't really want to do this one and you just want to get rid of it, just go into the firing range and pick up this a load of times. It worked for me when I was just randomly filming a video and I noticed it, so I was like, well, this is pretty useful. But even though this glitch allows you to complete your challenges faster, one of your challenge rewards will still be broken, and you probably haven't noticed it, because this anniversary badge right here has an error where basically whenever you earn it, it will take a few days for it to arrive in your account for some odd reason. I noticed it this morning when I logged on. I was just randomly rewarded it. So if you haven't got that badge, don't worry. Originally, the only reason I screenshotted this is because it had this weird header text, so there's clearly something very broken about this badge right now. Apparently though, Respawn are working on fixing this, much like they are working on fixing some issues with gifting, which is absolutely huge, because gifting can't really have any issues right now, considering the fact that people are relying on it to get the free reactive flatline. It literally cannot break right now, but it still is. So if you're having any issues with gifting, also that will be fixed in due time. Luckily, we don't have to worry too much because Respawn have been really fast at patching stuff in Apex, like over the last few weeks. But we also got a brand new patch last night, which you probably didn't notice. They fixed a glitch where matchmaking will be cancelled when the playlist rotates, which has happened to me a few times. Watson's Falling Stars upgrade now isn't inconsistent, and a badge from the last anniversary event wasn't unlocked for some players. They fixed that as well, which is pretty good to see. Unfortunately though, there's one glitch you won't unsee, and I don't think they've fixed it yet, because a lot of people have noticed they have a small dead pixel at the bottom of their screen. And this isn't an issue of their monitor, but it's actually an issue of Apex Legends, which many people are experiencing. Basically, it's as simple as that. For some reason, Respawn left a singular white pixel when they were finishing off Season 20, and people can't unsee it, and it's annoying a lot of people. Have you noticed this one though? Because I've never seen so many people get so wound up over such a small glitch. Unfortunately, there's one major glitch which I really hope Respawn fix, because people have been waiting for it for so long. Basically, when Next Gen came out, for some odd reason, the game was extremely blurry when it was activated, and I'm pretty sure this is still the case, which is a massive shame because people have been waiting for this update for God knows how long, and when it comes out, they're forced to view the game like they're partially blind. So yeah, Respawn, fix that one as well, please. But luckily, Respawn are getting very fast at fixing stuff, so most of these issues will probably not exist next week. Hopefully, they never remove the ability swap glitch though. That is so fun. But which one's your favorite glitch? And don't forget to comment your username and use my code GRRT at GamerSubs, link in the pinned comment, for a discount.